Hola. Today on the show, I'm in conversation with Carmen Mickley. Carmen is from Hamburg, Germany, and it's not an understatement when I say that she's a beautiful woman inside out. After pursuing her career as an accountant for 25 years and raising her daughter, Carmen decided to break free of her daily routine and pursue her childhood dream of traveling around the world on her cycle. She combined her passion for cycling with projects very close to her heart, that is, animal protection, human rights, environmental protection. She completed her world tour between 2015 and 2018, covering more than 40,000 kilometers and 31 countries. Later, she wrote a book on her experiences of traveling around the world called the Vegan World Friendship Tour. Currently, she's on her second world tour around the world. Up next, she talks about her world tour, her experiences, the projects that she worked on, and the book that she wrote. So, hi Carmen, thank you so much for joining us here on Road Benders. It is absolutely exciting to speak to you because you are all about woman power. Not only have you traveled the world solo on your bike between 2015 and 2018, covering 31 countries and more than 40,000 kilometers. You also associated that with a cause and wrote a book about it. And not only that, following that, you have started on a second world tour. So, I'm super excited about learning all about, this cycling journey that you took up. And thank you so much for taking out the time to speak to us.
Thank you very much for inviting. I'm very happy to be a part of your project. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Carmen, can you tell us when did your cycling journey begin and how long have you been cycling and what exactly motivated you to take up this journey?
Yes, my cycling journey started in 2015 and I try to do something good. I have a project. I am working for human rights, animal rights and environmental protection, and on my way I support local projects, local NGOs, and when I come into the different countries I meet interesting people who are very active and very successful in their projects, and it's just wonderful. Then this is very fantastic to support these people. So I can go there and then it's always a big hello, and then they are catching the newspaper, the TV and this and that, and then I can support the local project. This is very wonderful. This is very essential for my world trip. And also, yes, I like this. I like this one side to be outside in the nature, and then I come to places where NGOs are, and then this project is running. So this is a wonderful combination.
Right. So I like this. Where did that whole idea of doing a world trip come about from? What
Yes,
and that
I was
and that too. And that too on your bike, solo on your bike. So where did that idea really spring from?
Yes, as I was a child, I was telling my parents, I can go with my bicycle to Egypt to see the pyramid. And my parents, of course, they did not believe me, but they were telling me, yeah, it's okay. And I never lost this dream. Then I was growing up, and then I had different things to do, and of course I also have to work. Then I got a daughter, a very wonderful daughter. So of course it was not possible to start because you cannot do this with a child. But I never lost this dream. And then as my daughter was adult and moved out, then that was really my chance to do that. So I really, it's from the bottom of my heart that I want to do this. So
awesome.
yeah, and then I decided to do this activism.
That is so beautiful. That you had a childhood dream and you never gave up on it, and you did everything possible to make it come true. That's just amazing. That's really awesome. Between 2015 and 2018, you traveled through 31 countries and so many kilometers on your bike solo. So how has that changed the way you look at life now?
Yes, I learned on the way that everything can be solved. There's a solution for everything. As I was starting, then I was a bloody beginner. Then I was learning a little bit here and a little bit there, how to pitch my tent in the forest and how to catch the water here and there, how to get food here and there, and how to cook outdoor. I never did this before in my life. So yes, and then after some time I learned where the best places to hide, because of course, an alone traveling woman alone in the forest. Yeah. Before I started, I thought, oh, maybe that can be a problem. But then after some time, it was normal, because I learned everything is fine. I can hide myself very well, and I feel fully safe everywhere. And for everything, there's a solution. So, yes.
Nice. Can you tell us which all countries did you go through in your first world trip that you took up, and the destination that you have chosen for your second world tour?
Yes, in my first world tour, firstly I was starting in Europe because it was the first time, and of course I started at home because I was a bloody beginner. Then it's better to start at home, where you can read all the signs and everything is in your language that you can understand, and not to go by plane and unbox your bicycle in Delhi and then this is a culture shock. So of course I started at home, and then I was firstly in Germany, then I was in the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Spain, Portugal, and from Portugal I was going completely east. Then I was going back to Spain, France, Italia, Slovenia, Slovakia, Austria, Hungary, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Georgia, Armenia, Iran, Pakistan, India, and then I was taking from India. I had to take my first flight because the Myanmar people don't give me the visa across the border from India to Myanmar because there was a bit trouble. And then they told me, yes, you have to take a flight. And then I was telling them, no, I have my bicycle. And then they were telling me, no, you are not allowed. This is too dangerous. So then I decided, okay, I have to go to another place, and then I was catching a plane from India to Malaysia. That was it was a good solution. Then I was from Malaysia to Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and China. And as I was in China, my first planning was from China to the Philippines, Indonesia, and then Australia. But then I got an email from a friend, and he was telling me, oh, actually I'm in Australia and it's so boring if you really don't want this. So I think for you this is not a good idea. And then I was thinking about what I really want, and then it was clear for me I cannot go to Australia, because in Australia we have very long stretches without people. Maybe you will cycle 100 kilometers to the next house, and maybe somebody is there, but maybe not. So this is not clear. So, and China was also a little bit boring for me. And then I decided, okay, no, I don't want this. I want to go back to India. So then I grabbed my bicycle and I was cycling back to India. So I was again in Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Myanmar. From that side it was possible, and then India. And then it was the second time in India, and then again I was doing a lot of interesting work. Also, I had an invitation from the World Daughters Day. It was very wonderful. Also, that time I had already a lot of experience to give lectures in the schools, and that was very successful in India, and I had a good connection to different schools and NGOs, so that was really nice. So I was enjoying this a lot as I was back in India, and then my planning was from India to go to Africa. Yes, and then I was cycling from Punjab to Haryana, Rajasthan, and then in Rajasthan I was so sad because I have to leave India. And then it was not possible for me to continue. Everything was here for me. They was giving the planning was to catch a boat from Gujarat to Africa. Everything was fine. Everything was arranged. But as I was in Rajasthan, I was fully sad because I have to leave India. So then, it was not possible for me to continue. So then I moved around and cycled to Nepal to catch a new visa for India. And then I was happy again. So then I was in Nepal.
So how much time? So how much time did you spend in India?
Yes, and then I was the third time in India, but it was so wonderful, really. Then I was again in India, and then after some months, visa will expire, and then it was clear, I have to leave Asia one day, so I have to do this now. And then I was going from India to USA, and then I was cycling from USA to Mexico, and in Mexico I had to interrupt my journey because money was empty. So I have to go back home to work. So I was working 2 years as a postman. It was also interesting. And then now I'm back on the road. I was starting also again. I was starting Germany, then to France, Spain. Yes, actually I'm in Spain. I enjoy this very much. Actually, I'm going for vegan organic farming here. I'm working on farms to learn more about organic farming. So this is very interesting. Yes.
So can you tell us about the high points of your cycling journey?
So I think every day is fresh and new, and every day wonderful things happen. So I think this is really enjoyable, that you cannot do this completely plan what you are doing when you're at home and you're going to an office job. So I enjoy this very much, that every day is fresh and full of surprisings. I like that.
So basically every day is a high point for you when you are on your bike and on the road. Awesome.
Yes.